Hello, beautiful people, future me. Welcome to another programming workout of mine. This time we will do JavaScript on an execute program. But as always, we will start with a 5 minutes of typing training. So let's get into it. Okay, it was kind of fast, and it was it the last one? 6%. Well, keep it up. Lesson finished. Okay, so let's have another lessons and see. Okay, hash. This is 119318. right. And we are out of the time as well. 4%. Okay, just keep it up. Just keep it up. Okay, I'll reset this timer. I'll go here and we will do the JavaScript thingy in here. So let's go. Class user. Constructor name is admin false. This name is admin okay. So there's a user. Default is false. So this is false and this is true. Then we are parsing that and the parse have so this will be never mind. Then we have also parse. We put in the object with name and age, and we are providing the method how to parse it. And it says if the key is age and the value is 36, we will return 36, otherwise we will return value. So we will have name, that will be Amir, and then excuse me, and we will get age, and that will be the string 36, like so. Add objects. So the first one is will return free, that is straightforward. The second one is using the default value and shows that we can also put default object, so it will be 1 here. Write a double numbers template literal tag. It mimics normal string interpolation, but doubles all of the interpolated values as they are inserted. So we will result append the strings at position I. Then if we still have something in values, which will be I smaller than values dot len, like so, I think. Then we will append something from the values as well. So we will do result plus equals values at ith position, close the if, and then we will close the for cycle and we will return the result. Result. Oh, heaven. This is the mistake I do all the time, all the time. I don't double the numbers. Oh well. Anyway, this will be 3 and 1. And I will take check agents. So we will say result plus equals strings I if I is smaller than values length, and we will add it result equals, and that will be values at I position times 2, like so. Let's close the for, return the result. Now it should be okay. And it is. Static methods. Let's go. So far, we've only seen methods of instances, but it's also possible to define methods on classes themselves, which are called static methods. Okay, so that's a normal method, but you just put a static keyword in front of it. So default names on the second position is Cindy. The difference here is that the method exists on the user variable itself rather than on object created with const user use. Oh, I have a question. Uh, can you access it through the instance too? No, you cannot. This answers my question. Okay. Sometimes we'll want multiple ways to create instances of class. For example, we might want to have a separate function for creating administration users as opposed to regular non-admin users. A JavaScript class can only have one constructor, so we can't do it that way, but we can use static methods as a substitute. So what do we have? We have a user class with constructor and we have a static new admin. Okay. So that will take just that one. Okay. Okay, so the first one, Amir, is false. And then when we create new admin, that will return true. Some problem. Use a static method to simulate an alternate constructor in this rectangle class. The static method's name should be square. It takes argument size. It returns a rectangle whose width and height are both equal to that size. So rectangle square, and it will set the like dimension, and it will say, how can I call this constructor? Did they, yeah, so return new rectangle dd like this. Square is not a function. Oh, it should be static. Forgot. Why is it not yellow? Static, right? Small s. Rectangle is not defined. Square. What? Okay, here I say new rectangle. Oh, I have a typo. Rectangle. Typo, my nemesis. Accessors, getters and setters can also be static. That means that the getter or setter is accessible on the class itself, not instances. Okay, static, a default name, so user default name will be Amir. New user Betty, so this will be Betty. Um, okay, so that one takes uh, the default name. And we will call it here, but okay, so that's the default name. So this will be Betty, and then we will have this, and we did not provide anything, so it will take that one, and that will be Amir. If we try to access a static accessor on an instance, it won't be there, but we won't get an error. We'll just get undefined. That's because accessing an object property that doesn't exist always gives undefined. Regardless of the object. Okay, so object default name, so this will be undefined. Not undefined, it will be undefined. Then class user static get default name. Sure, then we have that, and we okay, so that will be undefined as well. Undefined. Inside of a static method or accessor, this refers to the class itself. Return this, so my user myself true. The name static doesn't mean that these methods or the properties all always return the same way. They can return any value that we like, even if it change over time. For example, we can define a static getter and set a pair. So we have a user, static get default name, real default name set. Okay, so new default name. Okay, so user default name, we set it to Amir, then we have Amir new user. Okay, then default name Betty, and okay, so it will be Amir Betty, and we finish. And we have nothing here. Okay, so I guess we will continue on. Okay, free schools. Let's see if they have a JavaScript in there. They do. Let's go. That is good. This window. I'm still missing something. Okay, so what do we have here? Refreeze close, okay. Erase iteration I was doing. Okay, so I guess I can do that again. Did I did repetition here somewhere already? Yeah. Or I can do something like this. Directory repete, and here I will insert HTML file because why not? And it will be repetition. Erase wrapper am one. Why not? Okay, and we will do title. Title will be erase iteration methods. Yep, and I will add here a script. That will be script like this, and here we will do the magic. So I think I need to invoke it, right? So, or maybe not. So let's do console.log test. Okay, and like so. Save it. Now open it in the Chrome. And I need console. Test. It works. And I want, what was it? Shift P maybe? Control P. Okay. Dark mode. Okay, maybe not that. Oh, well, whatever. Doesn't matter which color it is. This one works, and that is the main thing. Failed includes preload.js, postload.js. I don't know what that means. So we have that. Now I will have a iteration, right? So let's do let my array, and that will be equal to, I don't know, like 1, 2, hello, some numbers. Okay, and I can do, for example, this. I will do for each. Oh, that was differently. That was different, different language. So it will be my array dot for each, and here I will provide a function. And so first will be it takes those things and return nothing. Okay, so it will take, I don't know, value. Yeah, this one value. And why is it in parentheses? Well, whatever. We will print out log, and here will be not that, it will be the value like so. I'll save it. Okay, when I reload, it says the numbers. Okay, so that's one of the iterations that came to my mind. What else? I don't know. Let's have a look in here. So that was the arrays method, array iteration. For each. Okay, map, filter, reduce right, every, sum, index of, last index of, find index. Okay. So, okay, so we'll print out. So maybe we will look. Oh, here we go. Log, and we will print out my array, and we will do find, and we will say not fill, find, and we will put in the some function, and the function will take something in it, so it will be n or e like element, and then we will say if it is e greater than 2, for example, and that should be it. So I will save it, and let's have a look. Okay, so it prints out the number which is greater than that. It might find also smaller, so let's say bigger than 1. So that one works as well. And that one returns the element itself. And I also can specify, I think, where I start to finding it. So the index, let's say, I would be parameter info, not optional params, any accommodation, optional params. Does it say more? What about Control Shift I quick definition. It doesn't do anything. So I want to find. Okay, so it takes find. I think then the index and then some object. So, well, value is that what? Oh well, what is this? This is the docket. Open into window. Yeah. Okay. Now let's have a look in here, and then we are over the time limit, so that means we are filter find. Okay, here it takes value index array. I see. So it will provide the find will put in value index and array. Okay, and then I can use it. Okay, good. So this says that we are almost 2 minutes over the time limit. That means we are done. Done is better than perfect. And I will see you next time. Bye.